Hi Libra, welcome to Carol's Universe, Tarot Readings from the Heart. So this is your love reading for the month of July 2018. This is for couples and singles. Your reading is timestamped below in the description bar, okay, or at the start of the video. So, using Healing with the Angels Oracle cards. I'm using this also for your bonus reading for June 2018 as well, because I'm away at the minute, so I've only got these cards on me. So we're going to use these as your advice for the month for couples and singles, and also the Gilded Tarot for the main reading. Alright, so with that being said, let's have a look. So, Universe Spirit, what is the advice that you have for coupled Libra? So Libras who are actually in relationships, what is the advice that you have for them? Oh, that flipped out. It says you've got new love. How interesting is that? Very interesting. Let's see what that's about. It says that you've got new love coming in. Let's have a look at the book though. It might say something about couples as well with that card. Just going to have a quick look at the new love. It's a bit odd that that comes out for couples. Maybe some of you going through a bit of a shitty time, but it says a new chapter in your love life begins, whether it is with a new partner or rekindled love in a current relationship. Okay, that's what it means. So a new chapter, I think, is starting. Okay, I thought that I would go to the booklet and just see what that was trying to say. Because I was sure that I thought, if it's a relationship, why have we got new love? For some of you guys, it might be new love. But I think for some of you, you're actually rekindling love in your relationships, okay? So let's get the situation around that for coupled up Librans for the month of July 2018. Universe Spirit, what is the situation coming in for coupled up Librans for the month of July 2018? What is the situation coming in for those Libras who are in relationships in the month of July 2018? Show me. Alright, let me just get myself comfortable here. There we go. Let's split the deck into three. 1, 2 and 3. We'll collect that back up and let's have a look. So this is the present situation. This is what's influencing it. So this is what you're dealing with for the month, and this is what's influencing. This is the root cause, so this is what's caused everything. And this is the recent past. And this is the most likely outcome for the month. I'm going to just pull these cards up a little bit because we need to try and make sure that everything is seen. This is coming in the immediate future. And this is you guys, this is the external factors, this is what's going on with your relationship right now. This is the influences coming in, hopes, fears or desires, and this is what the overall outcome is for the month in terms of your relationships, okay? I hope you can see that actually. Every time I do this, I always need to put the camera up slightly so you guys can see. Oh, sorry. I've done that a little bit too far. There we go. Alright, so let's have a look. What's the external factors for your relationships talking about? I think a lot of you guys probably feel on your own. Nine of Coins usually references isolation. With the Nine of Coins, when you get that and you're in a relationship, it often indicates that, you know, you've got everything you want, but the one thing that seems to be missing is love. So some of you guys might be feeling slightly isolated in your relationships. Now, as a result of that, what you're experiencing for the month, what the energy for the month is, well, the King of Pentacles in the reverse. I think you're experiencing somebody who's probably not around that much, because Kings, Queens reversed often showing love that people aren't around. So I think that you're experiencing somebody who's probably not around that much in the relationship. And the reason for this is because of the Two of Cups. It looks like this person is doing something with someone else. I'm so sorry. But it is. This is the reason that they're not around. It's saying the reason that they're not around, the root cause of everything happening is because of the Two of Cups. So the root cause of why this person isn't around is because when I do tarot, we have excuse me, cards that interconnect. So this card is what you're dealing with for the month, is somebody who's not around. But why aren't they around? It shows here and here. So one reason is Two of Cups. Maybe you communicated something to each other though, but it could be maybe they're seeing someone else with that Two of Cups. What's influencing them not being around though? King of Wands reversed. I think that this person isn't particularly committed, and I also think that they're suffering from being a bit bored. with that King of Wands in the reverse. They also might just have a lot of complex issues that they need to deal with as the King of Wands in the reverse. So it might be that it's usually King of Wands in the reverse usually shows us somebody who's a bit of a chameleon. So 1 minute they're there and the next minute they're not. Often as a King of Wands in the reverse. This can be showing as somebody who's got a temper or somebody who's overly dominant as well. But they're showing as not being there because it's influenced by the King of Wands in the reverse. Maybe they've got a rat bag friend or something like that. Or the influence of the King of Wands in the reverse is that this person is kind of like going through a little bit of a moody stage, probably. Because in the reverse, King of Wands can be a really moody person. In the recent past, you guys have experienced the moon. Uncertainty, lack of clarity with the moon energy showing up here. Depression for some of you guys, Libra. The most likely outcome from this relationship will be... Okay, so this leaves you guys with the Queen of Wands. I mean, I'm not going to say this is... I mean, Queen of Wands reverse can be a third party. I mean, the most likely outcome, it could be that there's a third party involved. But the Queen of Wands in reverse as an energy says that you give up. It says that you lack any type of hope. Or with the Queen of Wands in reverse, it means that you're very insecure. So the most likely outcome could be, well, Libra feels very, very insecure around this relationship with the Queen of Wands in reverse. You lack any type of belief in this relationship. Coming in, what you're going to experience, usually in the immediate future, it's around the 2-week stage of July, the Six of Coins. So I think that you're going to experience with this Six of Coins energy a transaction between the both of you. This is where there needs to be some form of balance inferred. It might be that you receive a gift as well from this individual. And influence is coming in. What you'll experience is, well, that's nice. I think you're receiving a gift from this King of Pentacles. And I think that what you're experiencing is the Four of Wands, happiness. So you're starting to rebuild this relationship and really feeling really good. The gift might also be maybe there's something to do with the holiday with that Four of Wands energy. What's the hopes or fears? Well, I think that the hopes are, I think that the fears are being left in limbo. Things being left up in the air again. Because it looks like this person might have left you up in the air loads of times. And what's the overall outcome? Oh no, it's nice. New beginning. There you go. It's rekindling of love. Ace of Wands is the overall outcome. So you're rekindling a relationship. I think that you've been left out to dry by this person. I think this person's left you on your own quite a bit. For some of you coupled up Librans, this is why you're feeling on your own. I'm only going to do clarifies for certain places in this reading, I'm afraid, guys, because I think we only need that. I think that the root issue is kind of fairly self-explanatory. You guys, not the root issue, the external factors. You guys feeling on your own, Libra, with that Nine of Coins energy there, just feeling like you've been feeling isolated. And the reason that everything is happening is because of the Two of Cups. And what is it about this Two of Cups? What is it about this Two of Cups? The Seven of Coins. So somebody's taking a step back to evaluate. I don't think it's an affair or anything. I think it's because the relationship. The reason that everything is happening is because in this relationship, I think with the Seven of Coins, somebody's taking a step back to evaluate with that Seven of Coins energy there, whether they need to look into ending the relationship or whether they need to look into having some transformation, because you've got the Hermit energy showing here, and the Hermit is where you're seeking a solution or you're looking into something, and they're looking into the eyes of death. So I think that the reason that everything is happening is because there's been a communication. I'm seeing this Two of Cups now as being communication between the both of you, and I think this communication is that both of you have taken stock, and the stock is, should we look into ending this relationship with the death energy? Now in the recent past you've experienced the moon, and I think that this is deep concerns, deep fears. Sometimes this can be intuition, but what's the moon card about? What's the moon card about? The Knight of Swords. I think that you've been, some of you guys have been deeply fearing with that moon energy, Libra. And that fear is that this man or woman of yours that seems to be disappearing with that King of Pentacles energy is a bit of a player. Okay, yeah, they're a player in love. Alright, with the Ace of Cups. Also, the Knight of Swords has his back turned to the Ace. So it might be that your fears are with that moon energy, that this person has left this relationship, because the Knight of Swords also shows somebody who's exiting a situation. Alright, exiting a situation. So he's got his back turned to that Ace of Cups. Either that you're fearing either this person's a player in love, or that this person's probably exited the relationship here, or this person's kind of left their feelings, or their feelings have gone with these two cards showing here. Probably because this person's quite selfish with the Four of Coins and can at times be quite hurtful. What's influencing you for the month is the King of Wands reversed. And what's influencing this King of Pentacles not being there for you guys is the King of Wands reversed. And what's this King of Wands reversed about in 1 to 2 cards? A Knight of Pentacles. Okay. I think that this Knight of Pentacles, because this Knight of Pentacles often shows as a friend. So I think it's almost like a friend started the burden, started the issues. I think this King of Wands in the reverse is this person's friend. And I think that this person started these issues. Why did this person start the issues? Why did this person start these issues? Not sure what's going on here, but I think this is the person that's influenced this person here. Because the Knight of Coins is a friend. Or it could be if this isn't a friend, it might be that what's influencing this person disappearing is because the King of Wands is quite a complex character, but also he lacks motivation. And this might be about the goal. A goal is the Knight of Coins. Knight of Coins is about building relationships. Well, maybe, just maybe, this is something to do with this person here, which is the King of Pentacles here, having to build this relationship. Maybe it started some form of pressure here. Maybe it began a very pressurised situation happening here. I'm not explaining that very well, I'm sorry, I know. We'll come back to that anyway. But I think that this, this person not... I don't think this person's gay. Could be. You get 2 kings in a reading. It can be a gay thing going on here. But I don't think it is. As a result of this, you've got this King of Pentacles reversed. So the energy around you for the month of July 2018 is a King of Pentacles reversed. Somebody who's not even there. So why is this King of Pentacles reversed? Because of the Devil. I think that this person's tempted by fame, or they're tempted by other people, because the Devil means to be tempted, and the Six of Wands can mean by other followers. Fame, for example. I think that this person's tempted by other people, or he's tempted to follow somebody else, for example. He might be one of the followers following. I think he's tempted to follow someone else, but I think he's not around you because he's tempted to follow something else, with the Devil energy showing there. Might not also be around. Maybe he's enslaved, or maybe he's in bondage to, to work or to a position of power or something like that. Might be a very busy... I don't think it's that, though, because the root issue is you had a conversation, and I think the conversation is you take a step back to look into whether the relationship needs to be over, whether you need to end it. And as a result of that, this person's not around, because I think they're tempted to pursue other things with this Six of Wands energy. So I think that this gives this person... And the reason why they're tempted to pursue other things is because of this King of Wands reverse. I think that it's because frustration. I think the King of Wands is trying to tell me that this person's quite frustrated. What's influencing this person to look at other things is because they're quite frustrated with the King of Wands in the reverse. I think it's their energy. I think the frustration is all about trying to build this relationship here. And I think it's causing, because the Magician, we can use the word causing loads of pressure. So trying to build this relationship with you, Libra, has been causing, with the Magician, lots of pressure. And that's why this person disappears in July time, because they're tempted to go and pursue other things. Maybe they're tempted to pursue fame, or they're tempted to pursue somebody who's popular, or they're tempted to, have other people pursue them. But I think this person feels that they need excitement. And I think that you picked up on that. And therefore, the most likely outcome for the month of July 2018 is the Queen of Wands reversed. And what's this Queen of Wands reversed about? What's this Queen of Wands reversed about? I think this is you guys lacking faith. Well, this is you guys no longer focusing. The Three of Wands, whenever that back is turned, it's not focusing on something. So this is no longer you guys wanting to try and remedy the situation. Temperance card is about remedying a situation, and Three of Wands has got its back turned to the Temperance card. So I think that the most likely outcome with the Queen of Wands is you guys losing faith. It's all about you turning your back on the Three of Wands, trying to remedy the situation. Coming in, you'll experience the Six of Coins, though. I think this is a gift from this person. What's this Six of Coins about? The Ace of Swords. I think the gift is all to do with a new plan that is being hatched here. Communication. Showing up here. I think it's about a new plan. And that new plan is to find a way to prevent Seven of Wands or that Five of Wands. Seven of Wands is all about prevention, arguments. So I think the new plan or the communication or new plan. What you're being given here is a plan via King of Pentacles. And that is, how do we prevent the fights and the arguments and the conflicts in the relationship? So I see this person wanting to work through the energies finally with you. And coming in, what you'll experience, the Four of Wands. And this is happiness and joy. Real happiness and joy with that Four of Wands energy. Finding justice in a new direction with the Knight of Wands. I don't think, I mean, for some of you guys, it might be finding justice with another person, and it might be. But I don't think, I think only in small cases Libra is, because Knight of Wands can be a Sagittarius, Leo, Aries individual. But I don't think it's that. But also, I'm just going to put another card there, Ten of Coins in a reverse. And I think that this is you guys finding happiness with this partner again. Because this is all about justice. Finally being able to balance out this situation. But also making a decision with the justice energy. That leaving this relationship with the Knight of Wands is only going to cause instability. Especially within the home. Especially if you've got kids. Fears of the Hanged Man. This is being held in limbo by the partner, I think. And what's the Hanged Man about? Or the relationship being held in... So this is about looking at other options with the Seven of Cups energy showing here. And you've got the Two of Wands as well. Two paths. So this is definitely about looking at various options. And those various options, I don't think it really is about other people. I think it's various options of various ways of how to, do you see what I mean, move out of the relationship. It's almost like there's just so much. If you look at the Seven of Cups and the Two of Wands and the Hanged Man, everything with those cards is up in the air. So the feeling, the fears are with the Hanged Man, well, what if everything is up in the air? What if my hands are tied? What if this relationship suddenly again goes into free fall again? Because the Hanged Man can be seen as the word free fall again. Because my partner is indecisive with the Seven of Cups energy and needs to look at maybe a decision, making a decision whether they want to stay or go. The overall outcome, though, I'm seeing as new beginnings here with the Ace of Wands. And what's this Ace of Wands again? What's this Ace of Wands about again? The Emperor. Oh, there you go. Finding stability. It's because of the partner, the Emperor. The Emperor giving you a gift with the Page of Cups. Page of Cups is all about being given a gift. It's the gift of love. But also buying into the idea of the relationship being stable. Also finding stability in love. Finding stability in doing new things together through that Page of Cups energy showing there. It's a nice thing. I think this is all about rekindling love for you guys. What I'm seeing here, Libra, is you rekindling your love with a partner in the month of July 2018. Let's go through a reading very quickly again. You guys feeling isolated in your relationships. The reason is you've had communication between you and this partner. And the communication has been along the lines of, I think we need to take a step back and consider with the Hermit energy whether we should, you know, end this relationship. And if you're married, let's look into whether we should have a divorce. In the recent past, there's been much fear with this Moon energy. And the fear is, well, what if this partner of mine is playing around in love? What if they found new love? What if they're being a player? What if they're searching for new love? What if this person, Knight of Swords, has his back turned towards the Ace of Cups? So what if this person's no longer got any feelings left for me? Because they seem to be quite selfish with the Four of Coins. And also, I think, quite hurtful with that Five of Swords. As a result of that, you're experiencing in the month of July somebody who doesn't seem to be around that much. King of Pentacles reversed, because I think they're tempted to pursue fame or tempted to pursue new love maybe with the Six of Wands, or they're tempted to pursue other people. It's almost like this person's gone back to a childhood. I wouldn't be surprised if some of you watching this, you've got a bloke or a woman that's going through a midlife crisis. It's almost like they think it's almost like they're tempted to pursue like being a player again, or being out there again, or it might be they're tempted to, you know, look around on social media as well with that Six of Wands energy, looking at other lovers or other things. But they're definitely tempted to pursue something that's giving them confidence here. And it's all because the influences, I think this partner in your life, Libra, is very frustrated with that King of Wands energy. And I think the frustration is that, you know, the Knight of Pentacles, maybe the boredom in the relationship is within the Knight of Pentacles energy. Maybe there's boredom here with them. Maybe it's having to try and work towards building something for the future in this relationship. But I think with the Magician, it's causing a great deal of burdens for this individual. And they're not coping with it very well, which is why they're not around. And they're tempted to pursue other things that bring more excitement with the Six of Wands energy. But also because I think you've both discussed maybe we need to take a step back and think about ending the relationship. The most likely outcome from what I can see so far is that you are going to have very little faith, the Queen of Wands energy in the reverse. I think that you're just going to kind of, with that Queen of Wands in the reverse, end up in one way kind of resenting the partner to a certain extent with the Queen of Wands in the reverse. I'm seeing you guys no longer willing to try and mediate on this situation. You've got the Three of Wands turning its back on that Temperance. Coming in, you're receiving a gift, and that gift is to do with knowledge, communication, Ace of Swords, and a new plan. And that new plan is to try and prevent any more arguments. The Seven of Wands is prevention, Five of Wands is argument. In which what you'd experience is happiness coming in, Four of Wands, because the happiness is all about this situation now coming full circle. There's a decision that's being made, and that decision is that if you were to move out, one of you were to move out, it's probably going to destabilise the relationship, the family finances, possibly the children with the Ten of Coins energy. You'd have to go around trying to, you know, divvy up the house, the money, the this, that. It's just too complicated. Your fears are going to be, well, what if this relationship with the Hangman goes into free fall again? Because the situation is the partner, Seven of Cups, is either under an illusion, or they're uncertain, or they're unclear as to whether, you know, they're on the right path with the Two of Wands energy. So it might be you're fearing that the partner's going to have a little bit of a wobble again there. The overall outcome, though, I'm seeing passion being rekindled and reignited with the Ace of Swords. I think this Emperor energy here is showing its loving side with the Page of Cups. I think this Emperor, being the partner, is now being far more loving with this Page of Cups energy. They're being far more interested and far more attentive. They're giving you gifts. They're being sweet. They're probably taking you out to dinner, that type of thing with the Page of Cups. They're really invested in this vision of love with you with the Page of Cups energy. Alright, this Emperor now wants to start this relationship over again, as if it's a new relationship with that Page of Cups energy. And that's why the advice is, if you're in a couple, you've got new love coming in. I actually think that this is you guys rekindling a relationship with a partner in the month of July 2018. Alright. Let's have a look at singles. Bear with me, I'll be back in a moment. Okay, single Librans, we're going to do your singles reading now. Using the same as we did before, Healing with the Angels deck for your advice, and also the Gilded Tarot, alright, for your main reading. So, Universe Spirit, for the month of July 2018, what is the advice you have for single Librans? For the month of July 2018, what is the advice that you have for single Librans? Show me. Okay. Talks about intention. This might be about setting your intentions. I'm just going to get the booklet out and see what that's about, because I don't know really what that advice is trying to tell you without looking at the book. I think it's probably setting your intentions, to be perfectly honest with you. C, D, E, F, G, H, I. Okay. It says your intentions create your experiences. What do you intend to happen? Make sure your thoughts and feelings reflect your true intentions. Very, very good advice. Okay, it says, by drawing this card, the angels ask you to take an inventory of your expectations. What do you expect to happen today, tomorrow, or in the future? These expectations are the seeds of your intentions. An intention means that you have set a goal and intend to achieve it. Your intentions drive your experiences. The angels ask you to choose and infuse your intentions with love. See yourself and others as happy, successful, and peaceful. By holding these spiritually minded intentions, you help yourself and others. The angels can help you replace negative mental habits with more empowering thoughts if you ask for their assistance. So that's an excellent piece of advice for the universe, from the universe, for the month of July 2018. If you're single, if you want, and I'm guessing that what this is saying is if you're single and you want love, it's about setting those intentions. But it's more than setting intentions. That you could ask the universe, Libra, if you're single, well, I want to fall in love, I want to meet someone. But the problem is, if you just ask the universe that, they could send you anyone in. You might meet someone, but they might be totally wrong for you. So it's about setting your intentions. I would like to meet a wonderful man or a wonderful girl. Oh, they are kind, they are supportive, they are loving, they are honest, they are, financially okay in their own right. They've got their own property, or they've got a roof over their head, and they are independent, and I am independent. You see what I mean? You've got to kind of create the criteria for what it is that you want to come in. So really the advice is to set the intention for what you want in the month of July 2018 in terms of love. Let's have a look at what's coming in for single Libras. Universe Spirit, what's coming in for single Librans for love in the month of July 2018? What's coming in for single Librans in the month of July 2018? Show me. Let's split the deck into 3. Oh, I just need to turn my leg around this way, it's easier. I'm recording from another location, so, let's have a look. One moment. There we go. So, 1, 2 and 3. And we collect that back up, and let's have a look. So, present situation. So this is what you're dealing with for the month. Let's make sure that that's in good view. This is what's influencing it. This is the cause of it. This is what you've experienced in the recent past, and this is the most likely outcome for the month. This is the immediate future. This is who you are in the month of July 2018. This is the influences coming in. When I say immediate future, around the 2-week mark in July. This is the hopes, and this is the overall hopes or fears, and this is the overall outcome. Okay, just got a glimpse of that overall outcome actually. Alright, so who you are, single Librans, are the star, which is nice. You're healing. You're definitely healing, some of you guys are. Star is also always showing. If you show as the star, many things show when you're a star. When you're a star, you're definitely healing when it comes to love. You're definitely probably in demand and quite popular as well with the star energy, because the star shows somebody who's quite popular, somebody who's in demand, somebody who's easily recognizable. So some of you guys might be in demand. You might be quite popular with the opposite sex or the same sex. You might be, with this star energy, easily recognisable with the star energy. Some of you guys might have great hopes, great ideals, great inspiration, great aspirations, but, also healing. You can see the water is, this woman's cleaning herself with the water, so, yeah, definitely healing as well. And also some of you guys really being guided towards, a particular sense of purpose as well with this star energy. Also, I think with the star, you showing as a star, you're definitely aligned with some form of universal source energy, that type of thing. Now, the reason that everything is happening is because you've been carrying some burdens on your back, which is nice, and I think that you guys are healing from this. And in the recent past, you guys have experienced, I've seen this card so many times, and that, between each reading, cards are reshuffled and reshuffled really, really well. So you guys have experienced time on your own, but it's nice. 9 of coins can sometimes mean the gilded cage, and 9 of coins can sometimes mean, well, I'm happy in my gilded cage because my cage is kind of filled with light. It just depends. That card, don't be fooled by it. Just because it's got a load of pentacles on it, it doesn't mean that you're always happy. But the 9 of coins in the recent past, for some of you guys, I think you've definitely been focusing on yourself, definitely been focusing on your money, your careers, being comfortable within your life. It's a nicely dressed lady. You might be focusing on relaxation, going to the gym, or going for nice massages, or going to places where you can just relax, that type of thing with the 9 of coins. What's influencing you for the month, single Librans, is the Knight of Swords. So could be a person, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius like yourself, or it could be the Knight of Swords. This is all about you moving towards a particular goal. I think also, you've got your back turned as well in the recent past to this person here. So I think you guys, some of you have isolated yourself from players, for example, with the Knight of Swords here. And it might be some player energy that's influencing you, which is why for the month what you're experiencing is, you're experiencing new love. the Page of Cups. But it's as a result, I don't think this is new love, I think this is a new ideal. Because the Page of Cups is all to do with your fantasies, your dreams, what your ideals are. And I think that you guys are experiencing with the Page of Cups dreams and a new sense of vision. So some of you guys have a real vision for the future in terms of love with this Page of Cups, because it comes off the energy of this, the Ten of Wands. And that Ten of Wands is you guys have been struggling. But I think as a result of that struggle, you guys have now come through, and now you're at a place where you're kind of envisioning something new that you want to occur within your life, because you are the star, you're healing here. And the most likely outcome from this will be the moon. So the moon can mean that, I mean, for some of you guys, it might be with, and I get this sense that this is probably a very deeply spiritual reading for some of you Librans, but I get the sense that the most likely outcome with the moon will be, for some of you guys, very much meditation, very much being in touch with source, with this moon energy showing up here. Very much with the moon card as well. I think that the most likely outcome will be the sense, the sixth sense, the intuition that something is coming very soon into your life. Now, what you'll experience in the immediate future for you guys is the Six of Swords. And this is where you're able to see things really clearly, I think, with this Six of Swords. This is about moving towards your goal. And you're halfway there, really, because you're a number 6, Six of Swords. Influence is coming in. There you go, I told you. Two of Cups. You're halfway there in the immediate future with that Six of Swords. You're very nearly there. You're at number 6. When we do numerology and the tarot, we look at what the numbers are. If you're a 0 to a 3, an ace to a 3 means early stage. 6 to a 4 to a 6 means mid stage, and a 7 to a 10 means later stage. So you're mid stage to finding love. So it could be by the end of July that you're actually connecting with an individual here, because you're very nearly there with the Two of Cups energy. And the hopes or fears will be, well, no, the hope is love, Ace of Cups, new beginnings, a love that you can truly build on, a love that will be very fulfilling with this Ace of Cups energy. And the overall outcome, Three of Wands. This is all about you looking to build something for the future concerning this relationship here with the Three of Wands. The overall outcome will be, and I don't think it's turning your back on it, because I'm going to have a look at what you're looking towards. We've got a card that will sit in front of that and will easily show us what it is that you're looking towards. But you're definitely looking towards, I think, a future with this individual, whoever that is. Let's have a quick look at just some of these areas. Not all of them, just some of them. I want to see why the root issue, what it is you've been burdened by in the root issue. What's the Ten of Wands about? If you say the root issue is all about Librans that we're feeling burdened, what was this burden about? The Sun in the reverse. I think that the burden was all to do with unhappiness with the Sun. For some of you guys, it might be unhappiness at how long it was going to take for a relationship to come in, with the Wheel of Fortune showing there. But I think that this was blocks as well. So I think the burden was to do with unhappiness and blockages in a relationship, with the Ten of Cups showing there. Because the Ten of Cups is about a relationship, and the Wheel of Fortune is about blocked energy. So I think that the burden was to do with unhappiness and blocked energy in a relationship that some of you guys were involved in. But I think as a result of that, the energy around you for the month of July 2018 is going to be the Page of Cups. Now this I see as you guys now looking at a new vision concerning love. And that new vision is to do with the Eight of Swords. Okay, so the Eight of Swords references being blocked, mental blockages, feeling frustrated. But I think that you've got a new vision in terms of love, because I think some of you guys were feeling very blocked. Okay, some of you guys were, and also I think that some of you guys were resisting new love coming in, because you've got the Eight of Swords, and whenever you get the Eight of Swords sitting next to a card, it might be that some of you guys were frustrated with players as well. Page of Wands, Knight of Wands, Knight of Swords. Those three cards can easily show us people who are playing you. So some of you guys with the Eight of Swords, there were mental blockages, and those blockages were to do with the Page of Wands. Possibly you couldn't see a way forward. You couldn't see a way how you're going to develop, you know, a new path in terms of a relationship. Perhaps potentially some of you guys were feeling, because I see this card as the card of frustration as well, the Eight of Swords. So I see some of you guys being very frustrated by a player, maybe somebody who acts young, or somebody who was acting like a real child, somebody who's childish. Some of you guys are feeling very frustrated by meeting really childish people. And that's why you've got a new vision for love with the Page of Cups as the energy around you. Because this is all about your mental blockages concerning the Page of Wands, concerning incoming love, concerning people showing you interest, concerning, you know, players or people who are too childish to actually develop and want to have long-lasting, mature relationships. Page of Wands is, again, it's about love. But it's not about love necessarily, but it can be messages of love. It can be where people are showing us interest. It can also be players. Page of Wands can be. These are the people that don't last very long. So it might be you were frustrated by, it could be in a younger fire sign individual, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Because if you get the Eight of Swords and you get another card, it tells you what the person's frustrated by. So it might be that you were frustrated by somebody who was quite young and silly and that type of thing. And this is why you've got a new vision for love. Because I think the situation is that you've been very frustrated by a Page of Wands, a person here who... yeah. The most likely outcome will be the moon. What's the moon about? And I think that this is all about you guys, really, this sixth sense thing going on. What's this moon card about? Well, a commitment. The Ace of Coins is about a new commitment. But the Devil. So I think that this is more about concern than sixth sense. I think the concern is that you're, you know, the Ace of Coins in terms of love is about building a commitment, okay? So building something from the roots up. This is about the potential for a commitment. But this commitment is with the Devil. It's with somebody who's no good, with somebody who's got lots and lots of problems, or somebody who has, you know, bad intentions, somebody who isn't going to be particularly good for you. I think this is what it's saying. I think it's saying that the most likely outcome is showing a deep sense of concern with the moon energy. And that moon energy will be about, well, it's about the Ace of Coins. Well, am I going to, is this commitment going to be with somebody who's going to abuse me, or somebody who's going to be wrong for me, or somebody who's going to be unkind, with this Devil energy showing here? Yeah. So I think that there is a fear here. I think that the root issue for you guys is that you were pressured and you did feel burdened by an unhappiness, the Sun in the reverse, in which there was blockage in a relationship with that Ten of Cups showing there. And as a result of that, you've had to develop in the present, so for the month of July, this is all about you guys developing new ideals, new fantasies with this Page of Cups. And that's about, these new ideas are coming from you guys feeling very blocked. Mentally blocked, frustrated, but mentally blocked in terms of creativity, perhaps, with the Page of Wands. Perhaps thinking about, well, how am I going to start developing new relationships? So some of you guys might be blocked, mentally blocked in terms of, well, how am I going to start to create or build on new relationships with the Page of Wands energy? And as a result of that, there is still this deep-seated concern, I think, with the moon energy. And that concern is all about, well, what if? What if I start to commit to somebody who turns out to be abusive or rude or unkind? Or, you know, what if I start to commit to a relationship that is unhealthy with this Devil energy, that is materialistic? You know, that doesn't really mean anything in the overall outcome. That doesn't, in the end, it's really just going to be something that's quite shallow and vacuous. Because I think that you guys are actually looking for something deeper. And this is why the advice is, well, make an intention, single Librans. Set your intentions. If this is what you're going to be worried about, well, set your intentions exactly what you do want. So, coming in, though, the Six of Swords. And I think that you're overcoming this mental kind of blockage with that Six of Swords energy showing there, but also very close to where it is that you want to be. What's this Six of Swords about in the immediate future for single Librans? What's this Six of Swords about in the immediate future for single Librans? Well, there is the arrival of someone, this Knight of Wands energy. No. This Knight of Wands is looking at the Queen of Swords, you see, and the Queen of Swords is you, Libra. You're not interested, I don't think. I don't even think you're talking to this person. I think that this is you cutting out this energy here, this Knight of Wands. So I think that the immediate future is all about you as the Six of Swords, being guided with this Six of Swords. And that guidance, because you can see the moon is behind her head, so she's being guided by the moon. I think it's you lot being guided, and your guidance is taking you, wherever the universe is guiding you, single Librans, really what it's doing is it's taking you through a passage. And that passage with the Six of Swords is a mental passage. It's taking you through that mental blockage that some of you guys have been enduring here, more than likely in the overall outcome. And that overcoming of the mental blockage with the Six of Swords, that change of mind as well with the Six of Swords is all to do with the Knight of Wands. I don't even think it's a change of mind. I think it's overcoming a mental blockage. And that mental blockage, that overcoming against the mental blockage is to do with the Knight of Wands. I'm just trying to think what this Six of Swords is really about, because the situation is about the Knight of Swords. I think that this Six of Swords is you overcoming these fears with this Six of Swords energy showing here. I think there are changes coming in here. But I'm looking at you as the Queen of Swords, and she can be quite a formidable character. When she's got the sword up, she's asking for the truth. I think somebody comes in here, and I think this is you and actually no, I actually think that you're analysing this individual here. I think this Six of Swords is saying that there is a change coming in the immediate future, Libra. And just the way that I look at this Queen of Swords, it looks like she's you'd be so tempted to say that you tell someone to fuck off here, but I don't think it is. I think it's you guys, because she is fair. So I think this is you guys who are analysing. There's somebody arriving into your life in the immediate future, and I think you guys are talking to them and really kind of just analysing who they are. Because influences coming in are a connection, this Two of Cups. And what's this Two of Cups about? You will be connecting with this person. What's this Two of Cups about? What's this Two of Cups about? Well, this is about study and the Ace of Wands. And I think that studying this person and studying each other and looking into each other and finding out what each of you likes and what each of you wants to do and what each of your interests are, it brings something new, something quite fascinating. And I think that it really is something that brings, really heightens the attraction. It kind of ignites that flame. I think you meet a soulmate here, guys, if I'm being perfectly honest with you. I think you're going to meet a soulmate. Because you do connect. Coming in, you're going to connect with this individual, Libra. And that connection with the Two of Cups is all about the Eight of Coins. That connection is all to do with study. Maybe this studying is something creative with the Ace of Wands. I think that you're going to connect over something quite creative. And I think, though, that you're also going to connect because the situation is both of you are going to be studying, looking into with this Eight of Pentacles, focusing on whether you want to start with the Ace of Wands, this new relationship. I'm sorry, I've gone quiet. I was just looking at something here. I definitely think that you guys are really connecting. But when we do the clarifiers, we want to see where you're connecting. They're not love cards that show up. They're worker cards. Worker and fire cards. So this is all about passion, working towards a new passion, working towards a new beginning. So this is about putting the effort into building something new with the Ace of Wands. And this is where you guys will connect with this individual, because both of you are going to be working towards building something new with the Ace of Wands energy showing here. The husband with the Ace of Cups, and what's this Ace of Cups about? But it might be a fear as well. Let's have a look at what the Ace of Cups is about. What's this Ace of Cups about? The High Priestess. So this is usually in love, a mental connection here. Intuition. Well, I think the hopes are definitely that both of you are going to be, or that not just you, Libra, but also the other person with that Ace of Cups is going to be susceptible to love, susceptible to developing feelings here. Because your intuition is, I think, with this High Priestess, that you've definitely found with the Fool energy a new direction, a new path with this person. Okay, your intuition is that this is the Fool. This is, there's potential. There's an opportunity for the Six of Cups. I think that your intuition is telling you that this is, this is an opportunity to start to develop maybe a soulmate relationship, a deep connection with this individual with the Six of Cups energy showing here. And the overall outcome shows the Three of Wands. What's the Three of Wands about? What's the Three of Wands about? Well, it's about prevention, the Seven of Wands. You're preventing a breakup here. What is all that about? I've seen that before. Seven of Wands is prevention, you see, and the Tower is breakup. Why are you turning your back? I don't know whether you're turning your back here. I think you're turning your back. It's really weird. But why is that suddenly in the outcome? And the only reason I say that this looks like someone's I mean, it's like you're focusing on the future here. But no, I mean, look. If you look at where the Three of Wands is facing, he's facing into the Seven of Wands and the Tower. What you're looking towards doing is preventing a breakup with this person. So it's almost like... What I would say with that outcome, I don't like the outcome in the way it is. Because this person is looking towards the Seven of Wands. Either protecting yourself or preventing with that Seven of Wands. The Tower is the breakup card. Preventing a breakup or protecting yourself from a breakup. Why would you do that, Libra, in the outcome? Why would you do that? Because here, you seem to be connecting with this individual. Some of you guys, it might be that you're working on a project, for example, a new project. So it might be a work situation happening here for some of you guys. With those two cards showing up there. So you might be meeting someone in work and connecting, finding you've got a connection with them. It might be on a new project, for example. But I just get the impression that you are, you know, you're moving forward here with the Six of Swords in the immediate future. You're overcoming some of your challenges, mental challenges. And those mental challenges are suddenly about you giving somebody a chance, a Knight of Wands a chance. Now, this person will show as a Knight of Wands because they've got some player, bragger elements about them. This might be a bit of a wide boy, wide girl. It might be a bit of somebody who's got the gift of the gab, somebody who talks too much, somebody who's a little bit leery, whatever it is. It's somebody that you're not kind of anti... Because your intention is, I want to meet somebody who's probably quite mature. Somebody who I can trust and rely on. And here we have this Knight of Wands coming in. And there you are as the Queen of Swords, assessing this person, dressing them down, Libra. Talking to them and saying, well, what are you about? Who are you? What do you do for a living? Blah, blah. And you seem to connect. Coming in is their emotional connection. But you're emotionally connecting through work. Eight of Coins. Some of you guys, it's working on a new project. For some of you guys, it's because you're working towards creating something new in this relationship. But the overall outcome seems to be saying that you're looking towards preventing a breakup for some reason. What's this prevention about in one card? What's this prevention about in one card? That tried to come out before. And that's not you, Queen of Wands in the reverse. But then, I mean, I don't know, but then you show there. So I'm wondering if this is you leaving or something like that. No, I think that there's another person involved with this person, unfortunately. I think that you're looking to prevent a breakup because there's another person, this Queen of Wands reverse. And it might be that this person's already involved in them. Long-term relationship, and what you're looking at is a liar. A Hermit is looking into a King of Swords in the reverse. So what you're discovering is that the Hermit card references somebody who discovers, and the King of Swords reverse is a liar and a fraud. So I think you do turn your back because the situation is that you are preventing a breakup or preventing a breakdown. But the breakdown with the Tower energy, or preventing something from what's the word I'm looking for? You're preventing something suddenly from happening, and it's all about there being another person with this person. There's a Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands showed third party, so maybe a third party in a relationship. Ten of Coins. Maybe this person's married to someone else, and what you're finding out or discovering is that this person's lying. It's almost like you've discovered somebody's lying. It's a bit of a shitty reading, I'm sorry, but it looks that way to me. We're going to go through it again. The universe is saying set your intentions. Just set your intentions for love. That's what you need to do. That's why you need to do it, so you can try and prevent all of this nonsense from happening, single Librans. So set your intentions for love. If you want a good person, set your intention. Universe, bring me a good person don't bring me any shit. I just want a really good man or a really good woman. Honest, single, fair, blah, blah, blah. Set your intentions, because you guys in the month of July 2018 are the star. You're well thought of, you're good looking probably, you're healed with the star energy showing here. You've been doing probably a lot of meditation, a lot of self-exploration, that type of thing with the star energy. And it's because you've gone through a massive burden, 10 of Wands, and that burden is about you guys feeling really unhappy because there was a great deal of blockage in a relationship. And in the recent past, you've been on your own with the Nine of Coins, just enjoying life. And what's influencing the situation this month? Well, it's somebody who comes into your life, a Knight of Swords. So the arrival of what I would call a player, a Knight of Swords. And as a result of that, the energy around you is the Page of Cups energy. And that is the vision that you have of love. Because I think this reinforces what you're looking for. You're saying, I don't want any players. My vision is to have true love with the Page of Cups energy. Because the situation is I am blocking out. I'm frustrated with having players in my life. And I'm not interested in having that anymore. And therefore, the most likely outcome is you guys for the month feeling very like nervous, worried, anxious. While the anxiety is all about, well, shit. What if I'm committing my life? What if I'm looking to commit to somebody who turns out to be a liar or a fraud or a devil? And coming in, what you're going to experience, in the immediate future is, you know, moving past that with the Six of Swords. And I think that this is about you saying, okay, let me give somebody a chance here. Because maybe some of you guys have turned down so many people because you simply think, no, they're going to be a player. And I think that there's a change of mind happening here with the Six of Swords. Because suddenly some of you guys say, okay, let me give somebody a chance. So you've got a player that comes in, it'll be the same as that Knight of Swords dude there. This Knight of Wands arrives and you're like, who are you? Queen of Swords, you're Libra, that's you, definitely you. You say, who are you? What's your name? What do you do for a living? You know, is there anything serious about you at all? Do you want children? Do you want this? Do you want that? And I think that coming in, influence is coming in, is that you'll start to connect with this person emotionally, but it's because both of you want to work towards, mad with the Ace of Wands, forming a new beginning. Okay, so both of you are probably saying, well, yeah, okay, you'd probably say, actually, yeah, I do actually like this person because he looks like he wants what I want, or she looks like she wants what I want. And, you know, your hopes will be, you know, that you can develop love here with the Ace of Cups, because your intuition is that this could, you know, herald a new beginning. That new beginning is in a love that's unconditional, and that is perhaps very much connected beyond where you are right now. But I think the overall outcome shows you looking outwards from this with this Three of Wands, and it's all about you trying to prevent yourself, I think, with the Tower from a sudden, a sudden surprise with this Tower energy, or you're trying to prevent some sort of breakup or breakdown with that Tower energy. And I think it's because for some reason or other, somewhere along the line, this person tells you, or you find out, that there's another woman or another man, Queen of Wands in the reverse, involved in a long-term Ten of Coins relationship with them. And it's because you have discovered the Hermit energy looking into that King of Swords, that this person hasn't been telling you the truth all along. They tell you, you've connected with them here, and they've said, you know, actually, I'd really love to connect. I really like the fact that we're both working towards creating something new, you know, in our life. We're both putting the hard work and effort. We both want to put the hard work and effort in the Eight of Coins into creating something exciting and new in terms of a relationship. And you say, yeah, this feels really good. But the overall outcome says that you guys kind of say, maybe I should look further afield, because I want to prevent, you know, a breakup, or prevent this person putting something on me suddenly, because I've just found out that there's another woman, Queen of Wands reversed, involved with them in a long-term relationship. They might even have children together. And the Hermit energy, I'm actually discovering that this person, King of Swords in the reverse, is actually a liar and a fraud, and has been lying all along. So that's why the universe is saying the advice is set your intentions. Set your intentions. It's not just enough to do your meditation and to do your cleansing with the star. You've literally got to set an intention if you want that perfect person to come in, because you can do all of this healing work, but if you don't set those intentions, what you tend to find is you can literally get anybody coming through the door, and you know, probably relive, and you're probably going to relive this shit again, which is what you don't want, especially if you're taking all the time to cleanse yourself and heal yourself from it there. So I think for you single Libras, set your intentions in terms of what you want for love, and the universe should hopefully, I think because you're showing us healing, the universe will bring the match in for you. But I think sometimes if you don't do the final stage of finding true love, and that is setting the intention for what you want. Sometimes it can be that you end up getting caught short and, you know, meeting someone that's not really kind of right for who you are. Alright, that is your reading, guys, for the month of July 2018. I would like to say thanks ever so much for joining me on Carol's Universe, and have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.